Boys, welcome back to another video, and today we are going to be doing what will be the final squad builder of the year. Now, this is basically just the end game squad, and I am going to show my custom tactics at the end because I had a couple of people reach out to me and be like, Dan, I'm not getting FIFA 21 straight away, and I'd like to use your tactics going forward. So that's pretty much the only reason I'm going to put the tactics on at the end. But let's get into the squad. So we start out in a flat 4-3-3. We do change it up in game. I'll show you guys that in a bit. Starting off in goal, bunch of options, but we're going to go with FUT champs Alisson. Played over 1,000 games for me, and if you've been watching the channel, you know I packed his team of the season a bunch of times, packed his team of the year a couple of times, and we packed the red one. But we've always stuck with the red one. I just think it looks, you know, cooler. Then at right back, again, we've got some options and had more options throughout the year, but we do go with the red Trent. This card is not even, it's all right. He was mainly in for who he linked with, really. I'm sure you all probably know who that is. But 800 games for me, 14 goals, 48 assists. He does all right. Trent, he's all right. And then at centre-back, we have, of course, team of the year, Virgil van Dijk. Now, I only recently bought this card. That's why his stats are so, you know, low. But honestly, I actually think I might have preferred the FUT birthday Van Dijk just for the 5-star weak foot. It's just useful to have a centre-back that can ping balls out from the back on any foot. Then next to him, again, you should know this. Everyone should know this, and everyone should have him. The GOAT, Thiago Silva, 100,000 coins paid. I have packed him since, but I've got so many games played with this one. I want to keep this one. And what can I say? He is actually decent on the game. You know, obviously I use him because I love the man to bits. But he is usable with a shadow card. He's not too slow, but obviously you can get better centre-backs for the game, but no one wants that. We all want Thiago Silva. At left-back, now, again, another bunch of options. For a good chunk of the year, I was using this Roberto Carlos, who managed to get some insane numbers for me. He was on my set pieces, corners and free kicks. That's how he got that. Then player moments, Sandro, was decent for a little bit. And, of course, now we have team of the season, Tellez, who gets into the team. Actually a really decent left back, which you would assume by the stats, but for a lot of people he can be difficult to get into teams because of the league he plays in. But luckily for us, that's no problem. So Tellez makes the team, and he's a great little card. On to the first of the midfielders now, and we start off with Team of the Year N'Golo Kante. Packed him, I think, in August or July. Didn't put him in the team straight away, and I actually regret that now because I used him for a bunch of objectives, and I realised that this card is broken. The people that got this card in January and got to use him all year, it's not even fair. Team of the Year cards are broken. That same goes for Van Dijk, but the weak foot kind of, you know. Anyway, on to the second midfielder, and of course it is my man, Prime Moment Socrates. Again, if you've been around the channel, you know I used every single version of Socrates, sworn by him all year, think he's insane. 4-star skill moves, 5-star weak foot, and just look at his stats. They speak for themselves. He does play cam most of the time, and you'll see that again later in the video. But yeah, crazy good stats for Socrates. And I don't know what I'm going to do next year without that man in my team. It's going to feel weird at first. Then over to the other central midfielder. Again, a ton of options, but we do in fact go with Paulinho. This is a first owner Paulinho, packed him a long time ago now. It was actually when he was in the team of the season. I got him in a 2-players pack, and he was worth like 800k. So it was a very good pack. The only thing that lets him down a little bit is his pace. He is a little bit slow on the ball. 4-star, 4-star. But again, his stats never played cam for me. That they are all from central midfield. And I know it's squad battles, but still, I think those numbers are quite impressive. And if you can get a chance to use him before the end of the game, I don't see why not. Chuck him in your team. Over to the right-hand side now. And not as many options here, because I've traded most of them in for SBCs. But we have got Summer Heat Bernardo Silva. Now, I remember Bernardo Silva had another card. It was like a 1991. I think it might have been like a player moments. And my mate was telling me, Dan, you should have got this card. He's insane. Broken. And when the Summer Heat one came out, I thought, I'm not going to miss him. Not going to turn him down again. And he was absolutely right. 4-star, 4-star. I think the player moments might have had like a weak foot boost as well. I don't know. But yeah, insane card. And it wasn't too expensive at the time. Over to the left-hand side, and speaking of expensive, the 2 million coin man. This SBC cost 2 mil at the time, but if you look at the stats, I'd say I got my money's worth out of him. 1,900 games. Now, his goals and assists aren't as high as like my cam and my striker, but that's because I use those guys a lot more. My wingers really don't get touched. The left wing does get touched more than the right wing. But yeah, Neymar, 5-star, 5-star. Probably the best player on the game. Neymar, you know, the team of the season one, obviously. And yeah, we just love him. And again, at striker, to finish off the team, ton of options, but only one man is really the option. And that is Prime Moments Eusebio, the 10 million coin man. I don't know if he's still worth that, but... So I packed him the back end of last month, and people were moaning at me saying like, oh, why do you get so excited? It's August. I actually got quite a few games out of him, because obviously I'm a YouTuber, need to get content, and I ended up playing quite a few games with him, and I just wish I could have had this card all year. Well, I say all year. Since he came out, if I could have packed this card straight away, it would have been insane. His weak foot is absolutely broken. He doesn't miss. The guy doesn't miss. Look at his stats. Greens everywhere. And I can see why he's worth the coins that he is. And if you get a chance to use this guy again, just do it. I don't know if you've got those kind of coins, especially this late on, but yeah, insane. So that is the team. And we're going to jump back over to the main team now, just so I can show you the bench, because people always ask me about this. So my 3 substitutes that I usually use. First off, Osimhen. His goals to games is a little bit misleading because he comes off and doesn't always have to score. Sometimes I'm trying to get corners, for squad battles. Rafa, same again. Although his shot's not very good, he is lightning quick, and I love subbing him on. Then De Jong, he is just, I don't know how to describe him. Like, I wouldn't even want to start him, but he is perfect super sub. He comes on for Socrates, and I love using him in that role. Ibra, didn't really use. Cuadrado, I sometimes bring him on at central midfield. Lightning quick, got the 5-star skills. Atal, I don't use. And then Aguero, the OGs will remember. For a long time, this guy was a starting striker in the team. And he saved me a lot of coins, actually, because when I packed this Aguero, it actually meant that I could go and sell the Champions League Mbappe that I was using at the time. And at the time, he was like 650k or so. So big thanks to Aguero for deciding to be one of my red player picks that day. And yeah, just quickly to show you guys the rest of the club, or what's left of the club. Still got a bunch of things that's going to be traded into packs and stuff for content. But player of the month, Thiago Silva, couldn't not mention him. 688 games played with 66 pace. If you doubt my love for that man, that shows a lot. I was forcing him into teams in champs with his 66 pace. That is dedication. Anyway, finally onto the custom tactics. Only going to take a quick look. So the balanced tactics, I don't touch them at all. Don't change anything about it because I don't really play in the flat 4-3-3. Then over to defensive, we change to a 4-3-2-1 variation 2. Defensive style balanced. If you want to see how many bars, just pause the video and copy that. And then the offensive style is possession. This is usually when I'm trying to kill the game off in champs or in squad battles. Mainly these tactics are for squad battles. I have Eusebio to stay central and to get in behind. I have Neymar and Bernardo Silva to cut in behind, to cut inside and get in behind. And then I have Paulinho and Kante both set to cover centre, just to give the protection to the centre-backs. And that is it. I'm actually a big believer in that custom tactics don't make as much of a difference as people say they do. So that's why they're a bit basic. But they've done me well all year. These are the tactics I've been using for a long time now. So then over to the attacking, we're changing to a 4-3-3-4 with Socrates moving into cam. And these tactics are basically get the ball back and score as quickly as possible. Press after possession loss and fast build up. That's basically all it is. We just want, when we're in this basically means we are scoring a goal and you're not stopping us, kind of thing. Again, if you want to copy the bars, just pause the video. And we have Neymar to cut inside and get in behind. Same with Bernardo Silva. Eusebio set to get in behind. Socrates, I don't think has any. No, nothing on him. Paulinho and Kante, this time we have them set to cover wing instead of cover the centre, to cut out that space between the right back and the right winger and the left back and the left winger. And then we have both fullbacks set to stay back while attacking, because if you don't do that, you literally end up bombing everyone forward. And for champs especially, that was a problem. So, yeah, that's why we had that. And that is going to do it from me, boys. So, there it is, the end game squad. Could it be better? Absolutely. You've got to take into account how many coins I've spent on SBCs over the year. And just that I'm not a big use the meta kind of guy. I like to use the players I like. See Thiago Silva, Paulinho, Socrates. Not exactly meta cards, but I love them all the same anyway. So, like I say, that is it. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed seeing some of the stats on the players and all that sort of stuff. I've already said it in another video, but the content is going to be a little bit slower on the channel until FIFA 21 now. But I think this should go out on Wednesday. So probably on Friday, there will be another retro video. That'll be FIFA 17. And yeah, if you're new around here, go down, drop a sub, drop a like, and I will see you boys again in the next one. Cheers, boys.